If you're traveling to China for the first time, then you have to watch this video. Today, I'm gonna share 21 tips based on my personal experience as a Chinese local. They will save you money and a lot of frustrations. And the last 2 tips, only Chinese local knows. So make sure you stay until the end. Number 1 is bring a fork. I know it sounds so silly, but it's real because every single Chinese is eating using chopsticks only. And a lot of local restaurants may not have fork available. I don't think my grandpa has ever seen a fork in his life. So if you're not comfortable using chopsticks yet, I suggest you pack a travel fork with you, which can save you some really messy meals. Number 2 is taking advantage of Trip.com. Trip.com is the largest travel platform in China. You can purchase every single type of travel-related items: hotels, flight tickets, train tickets, ferry tickets, and tour guides. If you plan to travel to China, I strongly suggest you use Trip.com to plan your trip ahead. Number 3, China is cashless. Right now in China, every single shop accepts the mobile payment, even temple donations. And a lot of shops may not even have the exchange for you if you insist on paying using cash. So I strongly suggest you set up Alipay and WeChat Pay before you arrive in China. Number 4 is a lot of apps are not able to use in China. I strongly suggest you to get a VPN before you arrive in China. Facebook, Google, Instagram, and YouTube, all these apps are not able to function in China without using a VPN. I have a detailed video explaining how to get your phone ready before travel to China, so check out my channel for more tips. Number 5 is most people do not speak English. The younger generation right now can speak English, but I wouldn't expect everyone on street or in a restaurant able to understand English, especially if you go to a second-tier city or you go to local restaurants. So make sure you have some kind of translation app on your phone in case you need to translate. Number 6 is security checks are everywhere, not just at airports. In China, you will go through security check all the times. Airports, metro stations, high-speed rail stations, and even at the mall. Basically anywhere with a high population density. I'll be honest, I was annoyed by it at first, but then I realized government is paying for this, it creates more jobs, and it keeps everyone safe. Once I thought it in that way, it doesn't bother me anymore. Number 7 is China has squat toilet. In China, a lot toilets are squat toilets. I have to say it's getting less and less common in major cities like Beijing, Shanghai. Especially at airports or famous tourist places, you will no longer see squat toilet. But in local restaurants, you may still run into one. And many public restrooms don't have toilet paper, or you would have to pay to get toilet paper. So it is very common for Chinese to carry a small pack of tissue paper whenever we go out. I do not want you to run into that situation, so I strongly suggest whenever you go out, just bring some kind of tissue paper with you just to be safe. Number 8, China does not have iced water. Chinese usually don't drink cold water. When you go to a restaurant, they usually serve free tea or room temperature water. It will be actually difficult for the restaurant to provide iced water for you. It's just not a common thing for Chinese, even during the hot summer. So if you're used to drinking iced water, you may be surprised that in China, restaurants doesn't have it. They will have bottled water in the fridge, but they usually don't have water on top of ice cubes. Number 9, the metro system is insanely advanced. The metro system in China is amazing. It's clean, it's updated, and it's very efficient. It can almost take you anywhere you want to go. So if you are traveling in China within the city, I would say metro can take you 99% of the places you want to go. If you're not used to taking metro, I strongly suggest to download Amap, and it will tell you a detailed route of how to use public transportation. If you find this video helpful, please give it a thumb up or subscribe if you want more tips about traveling in China. Number 10 is food allergy is not widely known. I don't know, Chinese just not have allergy or it's a culture thing. When I grew up, I never heard anyone would be allergic to peanut. I just never heard of that. If you are allergic to special nuts or fruits, I strongly suggest you print it out in Chinese in paper to show it to the restaurant if you have strong allergy. Because restaurants doesn't have the culture of showing if it includes nuts or dairy. And same goes for the vegan or halal restaurants. Majority of the local restaurant doesn't have a special vegan option, but China has a tons of vegan restaurants that all they serve is is vegetarian dishes. And same for halal restaurants. So if you are strongly allergic to certain things or you're a vegetarian, you may need to plan ahead about which restaurants to eat. Number 11, don't drink tap water. Tap water in China is not drinkable, and what we usually drink in China is either boiled water or we purchase water directly from a water station. I strongly suggest you do not drink tap water without boiling it first. I made this mistake once. I was in a train and I drank the train's tap water. Like within 2 hours, I started to have really bad diarrhea and I was throwing up for days and extremely weak. I strongly suggest you avoid drinking tap water. Number 12 is rent a bike. I don't know if this is a common thing in other countries, but renting a bike is very convenient and popular in China. You can rent a bike for 1 hour, but only cost you 1 yuan, which is about $0.15. And it's also a great way to tour the city. So in China major cities, you will see bike everywhere. Definitely take advantage of it. It is a fun and cheap way to explore the city. Number 13, there's no tipping culture. China just don't have a tipping culture. And the menu price is the final price. And also servers will not chat with you. They won't ask how's your day, do you like the food, all this chit chats. In China, they actually consider this is rude and disturbing your meal. You probably won't get huge welcome from the waitress or the waiter, but that's just our culture. Number 14, elevators are not everywhere. In China, especially older buildings, you will not find elevators. So if you're on a wheelchair or you have a stroller, it may get a little inconvenient for you to travel around. In front of the mall, they would have giant stones to block the entrance to make sure that motorcycles won't accidentally run over to the mall. So if you have a stroller, you may have to lift it up to pass those stones. Number 15, the power plugs are different. I feel this is very basic if you're traveling abroad a lot, but I do want to emphasize that the travel plug in China is different from US. The Chinese plug look like this, which the regular 2-plug iPhone chargers still works, but the 3-plug will not work in China. Make sure you have a right adapter, or you may want to purchase the plug converter before you arrive in China. Number 16 is a lot of attractions need advanced booking. Many attractions in China right now requires advanced booking, but if you're a foreigner, usually they have a separate booth to allow you to walk in to purchase the ticket. But just to be safe, I strongly suggest you check their opening hours and requirements online before you heading to the place. Or you can purchase those 2 tickets through trip.com to make sure you have the ticket purchased at that day. Number 17 is you will stand out. Outside Beijing, Shanghai, Shenzhen, those major cities, it is very rare to see foreigners. Even for major tourist places like Chongqing, Chengdu, or Guilin, if you look different from the Asians, you may get stared at a lot. I don't want you to feel like we're being rude, but really a lot of times it's just curious and friendly staring. Number 18 is your portable charger must to have CCC certification. This is a relatively new policy, which is if you're flying to China, your portable charger has to have the CCC certification on the back. And if your portable charger does not have the certification printed on the back, your luggage will get opened up and your portable charger will be taken out from your bag. I lost a mini portable charger through this way. Number 18 is always carry medicines. Bring your own allergy medicine or some other medicine that you normally use. It might be difficult to find the exact type of medicine you're taking in your country, especially if there is a language barrier. China does have all the over-the-counter medicine that US has, but to find out the exact type one will take you a long time. Number 20 is ask the hotel staff where to eat. If you're staying in a hotel, definitely take advantage of using the front desk. If they're locals, they will be very familiar with the area and they can give you some best suggestions of local restaurants. And some of the best meals that I have had are all from the hotel staff. Number 21, malls are not just for shopping. So in China, malls usually are giant and include all kinds of activity you can think of. Usually the basement and floors 5 to 7 are all restaurants, which means you can have hundreds of options to pick from. And for regular floors 1 to 4, other than the regular clothes and makeup and shoes shopping place, you would find a kids activity place or pottery making or ski even. Wuhan has a mall that has ski. It really includes all different kind of activity you can think of. If you have slow day to spare the time, I strongly suggest check out the mall all and enjoy the time there like a local. That's all the 21 tips I have for the first-time traveler to China. I don't want to scare you because it's not like you have to do this 21 things, or if you forgot something, you will get in trouble. No, it's not like that. And that's actually the beauty of travel, which is experience and explore new things. And don't forget to check out my website, mychinaitinerary.com, which has a lot more tips about traveling in China. And please give it a thumb up if you like this video. And if you're planning to visit China in the near future, make sure to check out this video about 5 things not to wear in China.